Hello and welcome back. This is Naveen from UI Brains Technologies. So in this video, we are going to understand an interesting website of basic HTML and CSS. Okay, so here we use a very few little amount of CSS and HTML. It's a simple HTML and CSS website. So let's have a look, and then we will start proceeding with the coding, and we'll see the live. Okay, so first we'll start looking at the website. So this is the website which we are going to develop now. In this, we have a header. So this is the header part of this website. Vacation booking is a kind of vacation booking website. Here we have a simple nav bar, and we have few other sections like home, places, packages, and gallery. So this is the home section. Okay, so enjoy the holidays. And then under that, we have places to visit, and we have a gallery of images which displays a different set of images for different places. And then below that, we have a packages section, and which contains various packages with its amount and all the cards is designed. So this is just a figure and free caption tags of HTML with some different styles, and below that we have a footer. Okay, it's a very simple website, and let's start developing of this website now. And before we start jumping into the content, so please do subscribe to my channel to don't miss out this type of interesting videos. Okay, so let's jump into coding part. So first I will create a folder which is some vacations booking. Okay, so let me open this particular folder on my WebStorm IDE. So let's paste in. Okay. So now I have a folder, and in this I need two files. One is HTML and one is CSS. So let's create one HTML, that is index, and let's also create another file, that is style sheet, that is styles.css. Okay. And let's also connect both together. I'll do as link tag. I'll say styles.css. So now the styles.css has been connected to my index.html, and then let's have a title, that is vacations booking. That's my title. And then we also required images. Okay, so there are a lot of images was displayed here. Better you go to a website called pexels.com, and in this pexels.com you can search for images, some tour places, or some tour you type, you get some tourist places, so which you can download by yourself and then keep it into image folder. So I already done that, so I will I show you. See, I made a website here. So there is an images folder, in that I have already images. So let me just grab this folder and keep it in my folder structure, images folder, which contains all the list of images. Okay, so now we are good to go because we already have HTML, CSS, and the images. Okay, so let's start actual development. Before I start, let me open this HTML on a browser. So let's right click, open in default browser. Okay, that's fine. And this is the website we develop, and this is the page now. Okay, so first of all, where we start is we just starts with the header, that is vacation booking. So now back here. So in this, I'll write a header. So we have a h1 tag, vacations booking. Okay, so that's my this a simple heading. So it comes like this, and you wanna convert it like this. You need to add multiple styles for it. Okay, so what I do is I'll directly jump into the style.css. We'll add a basic styles first, the regular styles which you use in the entire website, and then we'll come back to the header part. So the very first thing is star, margin 0, and padding 0. So this indicates for all the tags which are there inside of this website, margin and padding will be 0. And after that, we have a body section. In this, I'll apply the font family, Calibri, and the sans serif. So I'll be using a Calibri font. Okay. And if you observe, every text which is there in the website is exactly center of the page. Okay, so what I do is for the body tag itself, so just say text align center, so which comes center of the page. Okay, uh, I think that's fine. Now let's start with yeah, a few more tags also we have. This is the heading, right? H1 tag. So here also H1 and H1. So I use H1 tag multiple times. So I want to apply some styles of it. So let's apply for H1. It's a global H1 tag wherever you use a H1 in the website. So I use a font size of some 80 pixels. So you get it by 80 pixels of it. And the color, if you see most of the cases, it is gray color. Only here is white. Okay, let's apply global is gray. So color of the text is gray color. Okay, here also I got a gray. I can change it later. I think that's fine. Yeah, now let's jump into the header part. Okay, this styles of background and all. So let's start with here. Let me give a class also, something called main header. Okay, you can give a class or you can use a header tag as well, no problem. So here I'll say dot main header. I want to have a background color. It's a mix of teal and sea green color. So I use a linear gradient. So I say background is a linear gradient of 45 degrees, comma, teal color and the light sea green color. Okay, so you get this color and let's also apply some padding inside. So let's say some padding of some 20 pixels. You got a padding. Okay, I think some more padding was there. Let's make some 25 pixels. Okay, and but what about the text, the h1 tag inside the header to be white? So I'll say dot main header space h1. I'll say the color is white smoke. So you get the white color. Okay, that's fine. We got exactly the same header, but only thing we have is a scroll bar, which we don't have because we don't have that much content to get the scroll bar. The scroll bar comes automatic, as you know. Fine. And below this, I also have a nav bar with some hover effects. So let's start with a nav bar under this header. So let's jump into, sorry, let's jump into uh, HTML. Let's add a nav bar. Okay. So in this, we have links, right? What links? Home, places, and all. So let's say an anchor tag. Let's say some dummy hash. I'll say home. And under that we have multiple links. Like one is places, and one is packages, and gallery, and then simply contact. Okay, that's all. Okay, fine. So I'm done with the nav tag. If you wish, you can also add a class of it. Okay. Otherwise, you can leave it. Fine. So nav tag is done. So fine. So you get the nav tag. So for this, we need to apply a styles and it should exactly look like this. Okay, let's start. So what I do is go to style.css. I'll add a nav tag. First of all, I need to have a background color. So let's say the background color, that's a gray color. And it's not gray actually, it's a light gray. So I just change it to light gray. Okay. And the anchor tags inside of this nav bar. So I'll say nav space A because anchor tag which is inside a nav bar. So nav space A, and I want to remove this underline, that is text decoration none. Okay, and I need to increase the font size of it. Just say font size some 20 pixels. You get the font size. And let's also add some padding for each text. Let's say some padding, some 10 pixels and 25 pixels. And let's display them inline block as a box. And what about the, I think the font is just 18. Okay, looks good. And the color of the text, I'll say the color is black. Okay, I think that's fine. But what about the hover, right? If you hover, you get some background color and text color also gets changes. So when I hover on each particular anchor tag of inside a nav bar, so nav space a colon hover effect, then the background color light sea green and the color is white. Okay, so let's check. This is our website. Keep a hover, you get the color change. Okay, that looks good. Okay, so we are done with what header part and the nav bar, and then we jump into the another part, that is the home section. So if you observe this is the whole one section. In this we have just heading and a paragraph and a button. So let's start with this part. So back to HTML. In this I will have a section. You can also give a class, that is some home section is the class name. Okay, so in that you have a heading, let's say H1 heading. So once, as soon as I give the heading, automatically you get the styles like the same, because we have provided for H1 tag a global styles, font and color. So the global styles was applied wherever you have a same tag, correct? That's why H1 tag has already been applied with this styles. Okay, and below that you have a paragraph and a button. So back here under this we have a paragraph of lorem some 30 words, and then we have a button. I can provide a class for the button because I use button multiple times and with the same styles. When you see here is a button, and when you come down here also a button. So all the buttons of having same style, so why can't you have a global styles in a CSS? Okay, so that's why I have given a class button. And let's have some book now. Okay, so the here is the section we got. And also if you see, all the paragraphs are having the same styles and button as well. So why can't you have a paragraph and button have a global styles? So what I do is go to here, I go to the top section of it, paragraph, font size some 20 pixels. Yes, I guess that's fine. No, 25. Let's have some 25 pixels. Okay, and the color I say some gray color. Okay, and let's also have some space below. I mean, under that, let's have some margin bottom. Okay, or else you can also add a padding, right? So padding some 10 pixels, you get some space around. And finally, the button. We have applied a class called button. So let's back here. So dot button, wherever you have a class called button, you get these styles apply. So let's have a background color, some gray. Yes, and some padding. Padding just 10 pixels and 25 pixels padding. And let's change the color of the text, that is white. And we don't need a border. Just say border none. So okay. So we got it, and we also need to have some margin around it, some space around it. That's margin some 10 pixels. Okay, that's fine. Now we got the heading, paragraph, and the button. But for the whole section, we have some space around it. So how we apply space around it is, the section name is home section. So for the home section, I'll come down to here. For the home section, dot home section, let's add some padding of 20 pixels. Not 20, I guess it's some 40. No? 40 also less. Let's have some 100. Okay, nice. So we got some space around it. Exactly 100 pixels space is there. Yeah, fine. So we got the home section is ready. So next jump into another section is places to visit, and we have a paragraph and just 6 images. It's very simple section. So let's start. Now back to HTML. Yeah. Here I'll add another section which is with the class called some places section. Nothing to not always to mention section, just give some places also. Uh, Find the h1 tag, places to visit, and a paragraph lorem some 30 tab. Okay, some 30 words. So let's see how it is. Yep. So we got a places to visit and we have a paragraph as well. And under that we need to have the 6 images. Okay, so I just directly write the images because those images fits to my screen. Image tag src. I have images folder, right? Because we have taken images folder, no? All the images. Okay. So images folder slash I guess card something like Bali. So let's have some 6 images. So card I just given a names like card and all. Paris and the card Malaysia and the card Indonesia and card Canada and the last one is card Bangkok. Okay, some images. So let's check how it is. Let's refresh. Yes, I got some 6 images. Okay, the places to visit, and you have 6 images gallery. And if you want to have a hover effect, yes, you can proceed with the hover effect, but I just made a simple one. Okay, fine. So that's it for this section. And next, what we have. So we have another section. This is interesting one. Our packages, and we have a cards as well. So let's start with this our packages section. Let's copy the heading back to HTML. Yep, here let's have a section. Let's give the class. It's a packages, right? Packages section or just packages, your wish. Okay, let's add section. H1 our packages, and we also have a paragraph. Let's say lorem 30 tab again. Okay, so let's see how it is. Back here and refresh. Yes, you have our packages and we have a paragraph. So under that we have the card section. Okay, so it's not actually a card, it's a figure element in that we have image and figure captions and a button and paragraph. So let's start with this part, simple one. So let's go add a div tag. So in this I just need to add a figure. So in this I have a image tag. src is images slash card. I given just numbers card 1. You also give the alternate text like Paris or whatever, and under that we have a figure caption. So fig caption, that is Paris, and we also have a paragraph, that is some lorem 15 tab, and then under that we have another fig caption, another fig caption, that is with the ampersand hash 8377 semicolon, and let's also add some 50,000. Okay, and lastly we have a button. So let's add a button with the class also button. Let's say book now. Okay, so there is the structure of your figure elements. So you go and check. This is how it will be, but we have to convert it like a proper card. So let's revisit. The class name is package section in that figure image. So let's copy the class name back to styles. So dot packages section space figure. I just need to add some box shadow 00 some 10 pixels and black. You get some, come on, you get some box shadow and let's have my own width. So it will be a width of 300 pixels. Okay, so width has applied, but images came out. You need to go with dot package section space figure space img. Let's say the width 100 percentage. So you get the width fit to the card. Okay, that's fine. But if you closely observe, Paris, the name is very small and the text is very bigger. So what I do is dot package section space figure caption. Okay, so I'll say the font size around 20 pixels. Okay, no, not 20, let's say 25 pixels. Okay, and let's also change the paragraph. Let's copy this part, paste it. Let's change to P. This will be around just 18 pixels. Okay, looks good. And let's also add some padding inside. That is for figure. Padding some 10 pixels. Okay, and just keep that somewhere here. Um, you can do that by adding display inline block, display in a box level. Yeah, that's fine. And yeah, we got one figure element. Let's add multiple figure elements. So I'll just copy the figure. One, two. Okay. So let's have a card 2. You can change the country name, card 3. But you don't have a space around it, that's a margin. So back here for the figure, let's add some margin of some 20 pixels. Yeah, that's fine. And under that we have another row of cards. So I will take this division, copy and paste again. So I'll change the cards with 3 over 4 and then the card 5 and then the card 6. Okay, so let's refresh. Not here. So you got another set of cards as well. Yeah, we came to the end of the section. Lastly, we have a footer. So let's jump into the footer. Okay, so footer, I can give a class called main footer. So here you have this heading. Copy the heading. Let's say H4. We have a heading, and we have a all rights reserved. It's a span tag, and let's also have a BR for line break. And finally, you have a author's information, a span tag with this. Okay, so that's fine. And let's check, refresh. So you will get this, and you need to have a background color and all the styles. So what is the section name? Is the class name main footer. So jump into the last part of it. Dot main footer. Let's add a background color. It's a gray color. And let's have some space inside. There's a padding again, some 10 pixels. Okay, and the color, let's say color smoke white. And let's also have some margin top some 20 pixels, right? You get some space. That's it. We are done with a simple HTML website. If you don't want to miss this type of interesting examples on a front-end web development, so please do subscribe to my channel right now. Thank you.